typically an association does not need to have an attorney present at every board meeting. Now, there are some large associations, especially master associations, where at every meeting they have, there's a vote that takes place. And anytime that there's a vote that's being taken from the members, as opposed to just the board deciding on an issue, I think that that certainly that's an important role for an attorney to be there. If the board is making a decision that is either contentious or that there have at least been some rumblings from either other board members or from residents that live inside the community or that are owners within the community, then there may become issues regarding that particular vote and the procedure for taking that vote. Because if the procedure is done incorrectly, then that causes a problem as well, and that may end up in court. So if it's a situation where there's an important vote that's being taken, then counsel probably should be present. If it's a board meeting that is going to review old business, talk about new business, but not really vote on anything that is critical to the operation of the board and is not raised the ire of any other board members or any other members, then usually the board can get away with running the meeting themselves. And that's particularly true if you have a board that is familiar, or persons on the board that are familiar with how to run corporate meetings. And a lot of times you get people that are retired and that they get elected to the board as a director. And so they know they're familiar with running meetings. So they don't need counsel's help with how to run a meeting and how to get items moved so that there can be a second and a vote taken on that. And other procedural issues that may pop up. If you have a sophisticated board, then there probably is not a need for a counsel at those meetings. If you have a board that's obviously never run a meeting before, and that happens, even though they're required to take a class or certify that they've read all the documents, once they become a director, then they may need some help, at least initially, on how to run meetings.